question about the clip was, who was on the phone? A wrong number was the answer.
No, OK, that was the question about the clip, and now on to more important matters as we meet Ray Harryhausen!
Yeah. Ray Harryhausen!
Hi, Ray!
Okay.
Hi!
Zag, you tell everybody who Ray is and what he does.
Ray Harryhausen, one of the world's top animators, was first inspired to go into movie business when he saw King Kong in 1933. He's been creating monsters for the big screen since 1940. Since then, he's created creatures for films like Clash of the Titans, Jason and the Argonauts, and has developed his own special technique called Dynamation. And here he is, Mr. Ray Harryhausen!
Okay, Ray, welcome.
Thanks, Ray.
All big fans, of course we are.
Yeah!
Can you brought some things along with you? What's this?
Yes, I did. Well, we're putting 20 million miles to Earth on a double bill.
Right.
And so this is one of the original models from 20 million miles to Earth, the Emir.
Right, you've brought some other stuff as well. What's this?
Yes.
Ray, when was 20 million miles to Earth made? Can you remember?
That was made way back in, good heavens, in the 50s. Wow. Yeah, late 50s.
Can you take us through this one, Ray? I'll take it.
Oh, that's a bit scary, that one.
This is a ghoul, and from Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. And we had 3 of them, 3 smart ghouls. Yeah.
Now, what does this model represent as far as the animation is concerned?
This was the original model that we worked out the anatomy of, and then each model that is animated is the same size.
So this is an animation, this is a prototype.
This is a prototype, but the animated model has little joints inside of it.
Joints?
So each frame of film, you move it. Just a fraction of an inch.
It takes a long time, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
How long does it take for 1 second of film?
Well, it takes 24 frames.
So 24 movements for each
different
second.
movements for 1 second.
How long would that take to do? About an hour or?
Sometimes it depends on the action. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's more.
So for
or
30
less.
seconds of animation, it could take a week to put together sometimes.
You could say that, but if you remember Jason and the Argonauts,
Yeah.
we had the skeletons.
Yeah. The
7 skeletons fighting 3 men, and that took me 4.5 months to put the animation.
And how long was that sequence?
5 minutes.
Oh my goodness me, Zig, that's patience for you. That beats
Yeah,
building
that
your model
is
aircraft, doesn't it?
patience,
You've got to be more patient Zig, in life, I think, generally. Okay, now we've got this flying saucer here too.
Oh, this is from the film Earth versus the Flying Saucers that we made in the 50s.
Yeah.
And this is a genuine saucer that one of the ones we had. We had different size models. We had one 12 inches. We had this size and a smaller one for distance shot. And you see it even moves.
Oh-ho!
So each frame of film you move it,
Nothing spins.
and it looks like it's moving, you know.
And this
by
is in one of your
stop
films, isn't it?
Earth versus the
Should we
Flying
have a look at that
Saucers.
now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is a flying saucer in action. You can't do that to St. Paul's. How did you do that to St. Paul's then?
I had to leave the country after I destroyed Washington.
Wow. Okay, and this is a video. It's on sale now.
Yes, this is the one, and we have one on flying saucers and First Men on the Moon, and it came from beneath the sea, which is an octopus.
Yeah.
And this is the Emir you see here.
Okay, all right.
Wow, cool.
Now, we have some questions for you. 5 questions, all right. You're going to be now famous for 5 questions.
Oh, my.
And that's the first one,
Yeah,
Zach?
yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
In the movies, are all monsters men? And if so, why aren't they called mensters?
Well, they shouldn't be called monsters. They should be creatures, you know. We kind of.
But you've told us that they're not really men, they're
Yeah,
models.
they're not really monsters. They're creatures, really, because monster always represents something very evil, and these have sympathy. At the end of the picture, you rather like them.
Ray, there's certainly not a man inside that little chap.
No, there's.
Okay, you got a question
man
then?
in there.
Oh, that's good,
Couldn't
man.
fit in there. Couldn't
Okay.
fit in.
What is,
Even if
in
it
your
was tiny.
opinion, the best special effect that you've ever seen? What's the one that impressed you in the mostest?
Best special effect
My
ever.
God, I'm afraid I have to go way back to 1933.
Yeah.
King Kong.
Wow!
The original King Kong.
Okay, got another question for you.
Okay.
Now, I want to ask Ray another question about King Kong.
really?
You know the bits that were cut out of King
He's
Kong
out
that
living.
the audience
He's going.
didn't
He's
out
see?
living.
Did you ever get to see those bits?
On a roll.
No,
He's
I
all
saw some of the clips, but not the spider
gets free
sequence.
entry.
Wow, because
Something.
I don't think
people
so.
thought it was too scary for the audiences, didn't
They
they?
said it was too
Yeah.
scary.
Showing
yeah.
off now, he's showing off. Zig, let's go.
What is the minimum age and height a creature
The minimum
has to be?
age
Yeah.
and a height. Oh my goodness, this one was quite old. He was about 200 years old
At
when
least
he came
200
to
then,
Earth.
at least
Yeah.
200. And the minimum height?
And then he started off as a small little thing, about 6 inches long.
How big did he
And then
look on the
our
screen?
atmosphere changed his metabolism because he came from the
Certainly
planet
did.
Venus.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And he came from Venus and he started to grow. Every night he doubled his size.
Okay,
Here's
we've
another
got,
question.
we've got to be very quick now.
Okay, big. Have you ever used monsters and practical jokes? Any of the ones that you've made? Have you ever made any big ones?
Like at Halloween or
Practical
something?
jokes?
Yep.
No, I've always used them in a very serious way.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
because you're a
Melodrama.
professional.
Professional!
The
right?
final
professional.
question. The final question. Why did your octopus, and it came from beneath the sea, only have 6 tentacles?
Ah! That one, Mr. Ray!
I knew you would ask that.
Oh,
I'm prepared.
go on then.
Economy.
Okay, fair enough.
Good answer!
It
Good
takes
answer.
less time to animate 6 tentacles than it does 8.
Okay.
tentacles.
Ray Harryhausen.
Gotcha.
Yes, thank you, Ray. Thank you very much. Channel 4 Big Breakfast. Monster Man.